Hello everybody, today I want to talk to you about making Lite in Litebringer. This game, Litebringer, the currency, everything in the game is real money currency based off of Litecoin. So first off, to get some context on the conversion rates, let's look at how much a Litecoin is worth. So to start the game off, you get about 8 Lite, and you can deposit Litecoin into the game. When you do deposit Litecoin, it doesn't have to be a whole Litecoin. It can be a half a Litecoin, or any fraction of a Litecoin. And when you do that, you'll get at a rate of 1,000 Lite to 1 Litecoin. As of right now, the current Litecoin is worth around $46. And most of the items that you'll buy or sell are worth around 1 to 10 Lite. You can spend up to like 20 Lite sometimes. And to get a good idea about how much you're spending, you can go by this guide here. So like 100 Lite, it's around $4.50. 10 Lite is like 50 cents, and 1 Lite is close to 5 cents. All right, so in the very beginning of the game, so I'm gonna go through this guide in like a progression guide. So as you progress through the game, things that you can sell. So in the very beginning, the tier 1 bosses. So all the tier 1 bosses that you can fight, they'll have a chance of dropping 3-star items. Now, most of those items you're not going to be able to sell, but you will be able to sell these 3-star rings and 3-star amulets. They're worth in between 0.3 and 1 Lite. You can put them on the market and try and sell them. So yeah, the rings and the amulets are harder to get. More characters need them, so they're worth just a little bit more. The rest of the items kind of like flood the market for tier 1. So my recommendation is if it's got no stars, 1 star, 2 star, go ahead and you can dismantle them, no problem. You don't have to worry about it, and turn them into some resources when you dismantle them. And the 3 stars for tier 1, how do you know it's a tier 1? Is if it's got this disarm attribute and it comes from a tier 1 boss, then it's the tier 1 item. So you can see all these have the disarm ability. So they're all tier 1 items. They're not worth much. So except for the 3-star rings and amulets, they're worth it a little bit. You can sell them for a little bit, but if it's 3 stars and you can equip it on your character, go ahead and do that. If not, then go ahead and sell it. Or if you want to save it for another character, you can do that. But yeah, these items aren't really going to sell. So my recommendation is just to go ahead and dismantle and get some resources. Once you start dismantling, going after tier 1 bosses, getting a bunch of loot, you can dismantle that stuff, gain some elemental stones, and as you gain elemental stones, you can sell those. They sell pretty regularly. People need them to progress their items. So 1 stone is roughly worth 0.0025. But I wouldn't sell just one at a time. I don't even think you can sell for that low of a price. So it's better to collect them up, get 100 stones or 1,000 stones. 1,000 stones you could sell for around 2.5 Lite, give or take. Another really good thing that sells is these are rare to drop, are training scrolls. these like banners, and they regularly sell. The lowest I've seen is around 12 Lite, up to like 20 Lite for a banner. And each class has their own banner, and they give a permanent boost to your power. But so it costs one banner to get 100 power, and then for each skill, and then two banners. So like it keeps increasing, so you need more and more banners for a permanent increase. So that's a good way to make some money if you can get those. And they're really rare to get, but once a week they have there's a quest that you can do in the city. So I can only do this tier 2 quest, not with this character, but another character. It's a guaranteed drop 100% each week, and you get one banner each. Or one you get a 33% chance to get one of these banners here 100% of the time. But you need 4,800 power to do this quest. Another good way to make some money in this game is through blue shards and green shards. Once you get up to level 30, you can do this quest. So once you evolve your character, and the blue shards are used to evolve characters, the green shards are used to evolve your equipment. Blue shards are worth around 0.3 Lite, so you can sell 10 shards for 3 Lite, or 10 shards of the green for 1.5 Lite. That's from this Realm Gate quest. So you have to do the Dark Gate and the Light Gate quest first to unlock this Realm Gate quest, and you need 2,400 power to do this quest. And this one's repeatable. That last quest is just a once a week type thing, but this one you can do as much as you want. And they drop 2 to 1. That's why these green ones are worth half the price of the blue ones. But this is a good way to make some light here. So next up, so I mentioned tier 1 items don't really sell except for maybe the amulets and the rings with the disarm skill. So how you can tell, an easy way to tell which tier it is. Tier 1 bosses drop the disarm skill. Tier 2 bosses drop blind, slow, silence, provoke. And tier 3, these attributes, tier 4, tier 5. So if you look at the different items, if you get a blind item or you buy one or sell one, you can get a kind of a feeling for how much that item is worth. So tier 2 is going to, all the items in tier 2 are actually going to have a little bit of value. Tier 3, a lot more value, and on like that. The market's kind of new, so yeah, there's a lot of the market's flooded with tier 1. There's a lot of tier 2 items. There's not a lot of tier 3, and there's hardly any tier 4 at all. And I haven't seen one tier 5 yet. Alright, so here, this is a tier 2 boss. So the boss is this icon up here, the skull, tier 2. And they drop tier 2 loot. And when I'm talking about these items, I'm only talking about the 3-star items. Only the 3-star items are worth anything. So the 0-star, the 1-star, the 2 stars, just you can go ahead and dismantle those, get the resources. You get more resources from tier 2, so that'll be good. But if you get a tier 3 boots, chest piece, amulet, they're worth more. And this item down here, this 0.1% chance, this is a rare item from tier 2. It's actually, I consider this like a tier 3 item. You have a really small chance to get like a tier 3 item from a tier 2 boss. It has tier 3 stats. But the tier 2 skill but it gets 2 of the tier 2 skill. Now these items are worth quite a bit. Here's a chart mapping out how these items are, what these items are worth. So the tier 1, the disarm skill items, the rings are worth 0.3 to 1. Amulets 0.3 to 1. Offhand, you might be able to sell an offhand item around 0.3. Weapons and armor, yeah, that the market's kind of flooded with those. You're not gonna be able to sell those, and there are no rare items for. Well, there's rare banners, but no rare weapons or armor to sell. Tier 2, with these attributes, you can sell them regularly. The 3 stars for 5 to 7 for rings, 7 to 10 for amulets, 1 to 2 for offhand, 1 to 2 for weapons and armor, and 20 to 50 light for the rares. So that's pretty good right there. Tier 3 goes up quite a bit. I think the market's still kind of new. I'm guessing these are might go down a little bit, but maybe not. Once players come into the game more, these items might be needed more. So maybe these will go up. Here are the attributes for tier 3. You can sell tier 3 basic weapons and armor for 5 light each, and the rares for 40 or more. And like I said, there's not too many. I couldn't get very good data on the tier 4 yet. There's not a lot on the market. So you can set your own price for that. Same thing with the offhand and the weapons and armor, around 10 maybe. The rares, I'd probably sell it for like 100 or more if you didn't need it. All right, last thing. In this game, you can sell your character. So as you evolve your character, I don't think there's a limit. I saw some tiers or evolve 7 characters selling on the market yesterday for around 700 light. So as the market matures, these prices are coming down a little bit. Evolved characters are selling for like 1,000 the first week. So yeah, they come down quite a bit. But still, this is pretty good. Evolve 1 character, 25 to 40 light. Evolve 2, 60 to 100 light. So it doesn't take long to get up to Evolve 2 or even Evolve 3. But yeah, so there's a trade-off. You can keep sending that character for more loot, more stuff to sell, or sell it outright. So these are pretty good prices here. And that wraps it up. That's about everything that you can sell so far in the game for some pretty good light. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time.